Take one.
Oh, your new shirt?
Yeah, didn't you say sex sells?
Okay, yeah.
Hey guys, this is Precious and Brandon. We met in Hawaii, realized we both had a passion to see the world, and were willing to do whatever it took to leave. So we sold everything we had and packed our lives into these 40-liter backpacks. We don't know where this year will take us. We have nothing planned. Just an appetite for new foods, cultures, and experiences. Follow us as we leave Hawaii and travel around Southeast Asia. This is Life on a One-Way Ticket.
Because we had to do a visa run from Chiang Mai to Laos. So there's a difference between a visa run and a border run. A visa run is when you go to a neighboring country and you visit the Thai embassy there, whereas a border run, you basically just go across the border, come right back around. It takes like a day to do, but you only get about 30 days as opposed to when we went to Laos, we got 60 days more in the kingdom. And then what happens is when those 60 days are up, then we go right here to the Thai embassy in Chiang Mai and we get another 30 days. So that's an automatic 3 months in total we get on top of the visa on arrival for 30 days that you get if you're coming from the US and a few other countries. So that's a total of 4 months right there in Chiang Mai. We did a lot of research before we did this visa run, and the rules are constantly changing. So, you know, a lot of the research that we looked up and other YouTubers, it was a little outdated. Some of them went in the latter part of last year, but things changed as of February, I believe, of 2019, whereas now you need an appointment to go to the Thai embassy in Laos, so you can't just take a bus, take a plane, and then arrive when you arrive. So there were just a lot of things that were confusing, and I'm a little slow, and I need things to be extremely direct and straightforward, almost bulleted, telling me what to do. Especially when it comes to government type things, because then I get super kind of like high anxiety and stressed out about it because I'll think about it all the time because I'm like, I know there's no room for error. But so we decided to do this video for those of you that are gonna have to do a visa run either soon or in the near future. There are a lot of prices that are updated, so I would definitely watch the video through. Some of the van and bus fares have changed, they've gone up. And then how much you actually have to spend on your Thai visa, that amount has changed as well. Also, if you watch through, we got scammed while we were there. Despite, you know, all the research that we did, we still got scammed because...
Yeah, we're like, you know, before we get there, we're going to do as much research as we can so we don't get scammed. And guess what happened?
We got scammed.
We
were just nervous, you know, because we were afraid of doing something wrong because it was a long journey. We decided to take the bus ride. And little side note, the bus ride actually was our favorite part. You have to pick a particular seat on the bus. We chose the top deck and the very front. As we were leaving the bus, we saw that the back seats were the same way, but you don't have like a panoramic view. But if you pick the one of the two seats or a seat in the very front, either on the left or the right, you get literally a panoramic view driving from Chiang Mai all the way to Udon, Thani. So it was amazing. The chairs recline, you can lie back, and we just enjoyed the scenery and enjoyed the ride. So that wasn't the worst part at all. And it saved us a lot of money by doing the bus ride. And if you do it at night, you just naturally fall asleep, so it's not like you're wasting daylight or anything like that. But before we jump into the video, we do want to mention that because we needed an appointment at the Thai embassy in Laos and we weren't sure time-wise how things were gonna go, we decided to book our appointment the next morning after we arrived in Laos. so that we didn't have to stress and we didn't have to worry about, oh my gosh, this line is long, are we gonna make our appointment, you know, yada, yada, yada. And being that we got scammed at the Thai embassy, well, in front of the Thai embassy, I'm kind of glad we did it that way, because that would have really stressed us out. So, two things right below is the website where you go to book your embassy, your appointment at the Thai embassy. So you book your appointment there, and that's what we did first. And then from there we went to, was it One to Go Asia? I don't know. We're going to link it down below also, and show you where we got our bus tickets from. And then we booked our bus ticket after we knew what day and appointment we had, because in your head you might think, oh my gosh, my visa runs out on the 18th. I'm gonna book the appointment at the Thai embassy on the 16th, and it might not be available because now you need an appointment. So slots get filled up. So definitely try to do it as far in advance as you need to, and then book your bus after that so you can plan accordingly. But without further ado, here is how you get 60 days in the kingdom from Chiang Mai to Laos.
Don't forget to click the link below and subscribe.
Like and subscribe, you guys. And we will be popping in midway through the video just to explain to you guys how to not get scammed and a little bit detailed information. But other than that, we want this video to be extremely straightforward, to tell you exactly what you need to do as of December 2019. So here you go.
Alright, so quick tip, when you do arrive, you will be bombarded with tuk-tuk drivers and taxi drivers as you're filling out your paperwork. So just make sure you bargain down to a lower price so you don't get scammed.
Yeah, because when we were filling out the paperwork, we literally had a bunch of guys, right, just hovering over us. I call them vultures.
Just waiting till we're done finishing up the paperwork so they can be like, hey, come in our taxi, come in our tuk-tuk.
I'll take you here.
I'll take you there.
We'll go there.
Yeah.
So the guy came, and the thing you have to realize when you're in Southeast Asia is the tuk-tuk.
Nothing is set in stone. I'm sorry.
Right. No, it's true. Nothing is set in stone. And the tuk-tuk drivers are not bad, mean people. They're just hustlers. So they're out for the dollar. And they know that a lot of people don't do their research and they try to scam you as much as they can get out of you. So the taxi driver came over to us and he was like, they automatically think you're going to the embassy right away. So he was like, what did he say? He said, 400 baht. No, 300. He said something like 350 or 400 baht. And I was like, we're not going to the embassy. No, thank you. And he was like, oh, where are you going? Where are you going? And he calls the hotel. And then we find out later that there's like a link between the hotel and the taxi drivers. I don't know if the taxi drivers give the hotel a cut.
They do.
I think they do. I think they're actually like in cahoots with each other. Because once he called the hotel told him that it was 500 baht, which is basically like 50,000 kip. And so
which is their currency.
Their currency.
In Laos.
Yeah, and you can use kip or baht in Laos. They'll take either or, and they'll actually also take US dollars in some restaurants in some places. But anyway, so we're there, and he calls the hotel, and he's like, oh, 500 baht. And I was like, no, it's okay. And he said, how much? And I was like, no, it's fine. Because at this point, we're still filling out the paperwork. So, you know, I'm trying to get the paperwork done. We're trying to fill out everything and still bargain with him. And so then he was like, okay, 400. And I was like, no. And he was like, how much? And I was like, I'll do 3. Now, we had already had in our head what we do is because we use Grab a lot in Chiang Mai, we know how much it costs to go a certain distance. So we already know, like, going from the border to our hotel, which was about like 35 minutes, really shouldn't have been any more than 200 baht. But we also knew that they were only gonna go but so low, and sometimes you just gotta cough up an extra 50 or 100 baht. So we were like, no. And when we said, I took it back down to 3 because that's what he originally told us. And he was like, oh, no less than 4. And I was like, okay, no thank you then.
So we walk away.
Yeah, we weren't rude or anything. And what did he say right away when I said no? He was like, okay, 3. So the moral of the story is bargain. Do not be afraid to go low. If you go low and it's too low and they absolutely won't do it, then 9 times out of 10, if you walk a few feet, there's going to be another taxi or tuk-tuk driver that's going to be so desperate that they're going to take that lower amount. So you just have to figure out what's worth it, and hassling really is draining sometimes, but we knew we weren't going to pay 5, so we paid 3. So once you are done picking up your paperwork from window 2, take it to window 1, and then immediately right around the corner, right there is window 3, and it takes about 5 minutes. You pick up your passport. Do not stand in line because at this point you have a Lao visa. You paid for it, 1,500 baht each. You can just walk right through, so don't stand in the Lao immigration line or anything like that because you're not getting scammed out or anything. And you just walk right through, and then you're going to be bombarded by a whole bunch of tuk-tuk drivers and taxi drivers. So I would just keep in mind how much you're willing to fork up to go that far.
Yeah. So here's the next part of the video. Well, on arrival, when you get to the Thai embassy, one of the tuk-tuk drivers or people that they're working with will open up your door, and right outside there will be a person sitting at a desk ready to fill out your paperwork. Whatever you do not go over there and let them fill out your paperwork because they will charge you more than they would charge you inside of the Thai embassy.
And we'll have those amounts down below, but I think it's something like we paid an extra $2.25 per person, so almost like an extra $5 we paid.
Which is not much, but you know, still, it'll put a bad taste in your mouth when you get there. Like, oh no, I got scammed and this and that. But just make sure you do all your paperwork inside the Thai embassy and do all your research before you go. But you don't need to because we're giving you all the info.
So when you make your appointment online, there will be a section that asks you if you want to print out the form that you actually hand in to the Thai embassy. So although you can get this form on the inside, because things are so much more technical now because you need an appointment and you have a number, you can't just go, take your time, fill out paperwork, get what you need done, because you're called by your number. So for it to be more efficient, it is better if you just have the paperwork printed out. So that's the first step. Well, the first step is have your appointment letter printed, or you can have it ready to be viewed on your phone, because when you go through the gate, they're going to ask to see your appointment letter, and they're going to match your passport number on the appointment letter with your actual passport, and they're going to see what number you are, because it says it on the letter too. So make sure you do that. So have your appointment letter, and then what was the next thing? Oh, okay. Have your appointment letter, print out the form, have the form printed out from the Time to See website, and just do that on the bus. You have 10 hours on the bus. You can easily fill it out, or you can do it at home, whatever is better. Have 2 photos, 2 passport photos. Make sure, you'll see on the next slide the size that ours were. We had bigger ones and it was a blue background, and that's not good enough. You need to have passport size photos. I guess they're considered then visa size photos, but they're a lot smaller and the background is white. Now, if for whatever, we actually went to the mall to get them done, so we didn't have to worry about getting them done there, and they ended up being the wrong one, so don't do that. But you can also get the pictures taken on the inside, and that's really quick, so if you need to do that, you can. And you need 2 of them, so 2 passport photos. And then you need your copy of your passport page. So the title page, you know, that has your face, and then your birthday and all that information. And then you need to have the bio page. Then you have to have the Laos arrival page, so where you got stamped into Laos. And then you also need a copy of the Laos visa. So that's 3 pages in your passport. So copy of your passport, so the bio page, the Laos arrival page, and then the Laos visa page. And then the last thing is the form filled out. So if you do those things, you won't get scammed. And as you can see in the next few slides, we were not very happy campers, because we knew we were getting scammed. But the one thing he said that threw us off, and I said it, I said, no, you can get all this done on the inside. I'm not about to get scammed.
Well, they had all these things on the side to make you believe that you're not going to get scammed, and that you had to do it right here. They said, oh, if you go inside, well, they're gonna make you come back outside and fill out the paperwork here. And they would be like, hey, see, this person did it. Look, and they already have, you know, a pre-filled out paper with a picture on it, so it looks like someone else did it as well. So before you go in there, just make sure you have everything filled out. Just don't fill out your paperwork. Don't let anyone fill out your paperwork. Just go inside and do it yourself.
And even if you need help filling out the paperwork, you can get it done inside for 40. I think it's 40 baht. The price list, we'll put it right down here somewhere. The little picture of it when you get on the inside, you can see what the price list is. But I think it's 40 baht for someone to help you fill out the form on the inside. But honestly, it's not hard to fill out. That's 1. And 2, if you have him do it, it's 100 baht per page. So right there, you can see that's already 60 baht you're getting scammed, and that can be like a whole day's worth of eating.
That's like 2 meals. Like that's 2 big meals for you. Like
yeah.
2 dinners, 2 breakfasts, whatever you
and
want.
it seems like it's just $2, but when you're in Southeast Asia, $1, $2, it adds up, and before you know it, you've blown through $100. So even though it's cheaper, that doesn't mean you still have to live like it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
Don't get scammed like us. But okay, now let us start again. This is us at our appointment the next day at the Thai embassy, and we are going to start from 1, just so it's not confusing. So each day starts with the number 1, so you guys know that it was a different day. So let us continue on after we got scammed. so that was our visa run to Laos, and I have to say, I wish we would have had more time to go to like Luang Prabang, but we definitely want to go back to Laos, and we'll do a video for you showing you the things that you can do while you are in Laos. But all in all, I know my favorite part was the bus ride. I drove Uber for 4 years in Hawaii, and it was actually really nice to have someone else driving for once, and I just got to get back and relax, and it was amazing. We didn't have a hard time sleeping for the most part, you know. It was just a really great ride. I wish we would have gone during the day to see more.
It really was. It really was. I had a really cool experience because we got to see places that we would never see on foot or in our car. I mean, if we had one, but we don't.
Yeah.
But it was just all in all just a really good ride and just a good experience.
It really was.
Awesome
Everyone
experience.
was nice, like on the bus, like the attendant that's on the bus and stuff, and it was just really cool. And I actually didn't even use our electronics at all on the bus ride. We took that time to really kind of like zone out and disconnect and just enjoy each other's company and just look around. And but yeah, Laos is really interesting. And if you follow us on Instagram, you'll see some of the things we got into and some of the things we avoided, like being locked up abroad. But yeah.
So yeah, like and comment and subscribe, and yeah, there you go.
Alright guys, we will catch you later. Bye. To Lao, and then I can continue on.
Wait, say it again. See, this is like the movie script.
This is our video from
This is like
Chiang
the
Mai to.
bloopers.
This is our visa run from Chiang Mai to Laos.
Hey guys, this is our visa run from Chiang Mai to Laos.
We're gonna go with that. So, like Brandon said, this is our visa run from Chiang Mai to Laos, and we decided to do this video because when
Wait,
we.
hold up. I looked this way.
Oh,
like I wasn't paying attention.
don't do that.
I know, wait, hold up. Are we just practicing?
No, it's recording,
Okay.
isn't it?
Yeah, record. I thought we were practicing.
Oh.